melanin dripping, sweet candy coated honey bar, good looking. The way how you moving, put me in a mood, I'm glad to see you. Your waistline on the baseline, so attractive, I wanna be a captive. I see a smile on your face now, so beautiful, I know you're original.
So come push back on me, I wanna see if you got good chemistry. And come wind up on me, don't hold back, y'all, just be free. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance to me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance to me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving.
Come talk to me, girl. Classy and intelligent, are you on the world? I let me sit face to face. Know your feet detention, just had to mention. Your brown eyes, shining bright, so gorgeous and glowing like sunlight. Hear your voice, angelic high, so amazing, I wanna keep this going.
So come push back on me, I wanna see if you got good chemistry. Come wind up on me, don't hold back, y'all, just be free. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving.
Hey, 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 girl, I wanna take you home with me.
And hey, 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 girl, show you good energy, yeah.
Hey, 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 girl, I wanna treat you right, you see, you see, you see.
Hey, 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 yeah, girl. So come wind back for me, I wanna see if we got good chemistry. And come wind up for me, don't hold back, y'all, just be free. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we're still moving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we're still moving. I love how you dance and you have my attention. And dance for me, baby. Just keep it moving, cause we're still moving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention. And dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Keep it moving, we're still moving. Cause we're still moving. Step out, step out. Hey.
Anybody ever told ya what a woman really is? If you ever get the moment, show them how much they give. You're a shoulder I can cry on, arms I can embrace. Is to hear my deepest thoughts, protect her night and day. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You're all amazing, I try to describe. You are woman, yes you are, yes you are. yes you are. You have birthed the nations, a nurturer you are. You bless us with your wisdom, and you tended every scar. You have found me broken, you have shown me light. You ignited all my passions, and loved me through the night. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing. I try to describe, you are woman. Yes you are, yes you are, you are woman. Yes you are, yes you are, you are woman. Yes you are, yes you are, you are woman. Yes you are, yes you are.
To be a woman is to be blessed with unparalleled intuition, to be powerful, power independent of place or position. To be a woman is to be a mother, giving birth to sons and daughters, ideas, institutions, and business ventures. To be a woman is to be the current inspiration, the future aspiration of a young lady, of a little girl.
You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of life. You're a gem, a diamond flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of life. You're an African queen flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. So you are amazing. I try to describe, you are woman. Yes you are, yes you are, you are woman. Yes you are, yes you are, you are woman. Yes you are, yes you are, you are woman. You are woman. You are woman. You are. Yes you are, yes you are. You are woman. You are woman. And when obstacles manifest as natural, you are born for this.
To be a woman is to be the heart of the system, to be the one who brings life into our world.
Never thought of falling in love again. No, never. But my heart's been stolen again. This time, hope it lasts forever. We'll go beyond, 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 beyond. It's been a while now since love's been in this place. You see, many have tried, but no one could take your place, girl. Why you so beautiful? I see the future in your face, baby. Never in a million years I thought that you'd be mine, girl. That you'd be mine, girl. Never thought I would fall. No, never. But my heart's been stolen again. But my heart's been stolen. That's forever. We will go. Ooh, baby. We will go, baby. Beyond. We keep going and growing, girl. The best thing is knowing, girl. Cause when we KISSING, all I can say is OMG. My love in my life, you make all things right, baby. I trust you, girl, with my life. I don't want nobody but you. I'ma put my ring on you. Never thought I'd no, never. Ooh, baby. Again. This time, hope it lasts forever. We'll go beyond. We will go so far. Beyond. Beyond. You always find what you're looking for, and you ain't looking for a thing. We ain't looking for a thing. Yeah, you'll always find what you're looking for, and you ain't looking for a thing. Never thought I. No, never. Ooh, baby. Been stolen again. This time, hope it lasts forever. I hope, baby. I hope it lasts forever, girl. I hope it lasts forever, girl. Hey, 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 hey. We will go, baby. We will go, baby. Ooh, we will go, baby. We will go so far, baby. I hope it lasts forever, baby.
Warning. What you are about to hear goes against traditional romantic counsel expressed by friends, family, and Instagram memes and quotes. Open-mindedness is advised. Warning. What you are about to hear goes against traditional romantic counsel.
Here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, and welcome to the edition of the Senate. Now, I'm your host, Neil, and he is your host, Derek. And wait, hold on a minute. We get this here. Let me get this here do right. All right, my brother. Yes, no. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, and welcome to another edition of the Senate. I'm your host, Neil. He's your host, Derek, as I said before.
Yeah.
And together, we are here with another long form of the Senate. No!
That's cricket tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen. Much better. Much better. I could hear that much better. No! Ladies and gentlemen, You are here with the Senate. No, let me focus. Derek, my brother, talk to me. You say some things. How are you doing, my brother? How is everything? How's your week going? How is everything progressing?
It's been a pretty good week. Pretty good day today. I went and got my booster today. And then I had a pretty good workout in the gym. So not too long, got back home from that. And I am here ready to, do the Lord's work. I'm here looking all Christmassy and everything. Remember, I'm white, so I am ready to rock tonight, man. What about you? How are things on your end?
Well, all right. Polka. I can't say that I'm up nor down. I am just here. Me too. I trying to look as Christmassy as possible. I was trying to find a red and white hoodie, but I couldn't find it. Couldn't find it, I didn't know what you were coming with, but I knew your swag was going to be impeccable. So and the least I could do is, put up some lights in the background. Got my Christmas light, my house put up. See?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, my house put up. So I see Jennifer here. Jennifer, how you doing? Hope everything is well. Don't tell me about your problems if you're cold, if you're in Canada, if you're in Toronto, if you're here in Barbados. Glad you're here. So ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, you are watching the Senate podcast. Give us a like, comment, share, subscribe. If you are subscribed, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything we have coming down the pipeline. We do content for you 5 days a week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we do the shortened version of the Senate shorts. You all like that. There's a little levity to the dating market, the social media bacallis. But and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're here. We're doing the live stream, right? So Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Barbados time. If you live, in England, if you live on the West Coast of the United States, if you live Central, I don't know how that works for you. But yeah, you see our social media handles here just under Derek to the right of your screen. You can check us on Facebook. You can check us here on YouTube as usual. You're here already, so you can just subscribe and like us here. You can dislike too. I want to make a comment. You can dislike too. That is what it's about. It is about bringing some sort of cohesion and clarity to this whole thing. And if you don't agree, that is fine. But don't come with your feelings. Because we don't care. Keep your feelings for your friends. Right? Right? Shout out Aston. So yeah, so like, comment, share, subscribe. If you have anything you want to share with us.
We got Ruben for the first for the night, man.
Ruben, man. Ruben.
Stephen Wu in the house as well. We got Steve Wu.
I said what I said in Aston. Right? So we are here. So ladies and gentlemen, you will have listened to some dulcet voices, some beautiful voices, acapella group. That is of course G-Syndicate. That is Derek's group. He founded that group. Beautiful experience to listen to. Unfortunately, with COVID and everything like that, I don't know if you guys would be having a Christmas concert, but I know every year you guys would normally. Yeah. I know every year y'all will y'all do some beautiful Christmas music and renditions of traditional Christmas music. But yeah, Derek, plug G-Syndicate. You gotta inform the people, let them know who and what G-Syndicate is.
Man. Yeah, G-Syndicate, the best acapella group in the region.
The Western Hemisphere. Don't be Don't be modest. Don't be modest. Western Hemisphere.
Yeah, bigger Aston. They say what they say.
They say what he said.
And yeah, we do, as me would say, we do traditional music with a little bit of a contemporary spin on it, Caribbean spin on it. That's what we do. And we like doing it. Big up the guys. We had a productive rehearsal last night. So big up the guys. Keo Malwaden. Well, Mark was at work, but big up Mark, Brett, and Hugh, who's filling in for Antonio at the time. Big up Antonio as well. All the guys, we had a good session. We really loving it, and we getting ready for the Christmas season. It's not as hectic as it would have been in past years, but we're grateful. We're grateful for whatever is out there for us. And yeah, man, we ready and getting ready-er.
Getting more ready-er still. Right? Ready-er. So I see Joe and the host Jaleel. Shout out Jaleel. Thanks for joining us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, as you know, every Tuesday and Thursdays we come here, we put ourselves out here live on social media for y'all and sundry to hear and acknowledge what we are saying, whether good or bad. This is obviously no different. Derek usually posts something on our social media pages. You can check us out on Facebook, the Senate Podcast. He usually posts something on on his Senate Facebook page, and that is usually to drum up conversation, to let you guys know what we'll be talking about next episode, and also to drum up conversation. This is no different. Derek has a doozy of one today. It is the Yuletide season, as you can see.
It is.
May got on the white pure. My man got on his shawl, his scarf, right? You know, Christmas colors in the back.
Yeah, man.
So
man.
yeah, so Derek, you know, you would have sent me a lot of material. You know, as you talk and begin the opening monologue, I will get the paraphernalia ready. But you know,
yeah, man.
let us know what we talking about today.
Yeah, tonight is going to be an interesting discussion as we, you know, move into season. You know, we can go out early payday for government workers. I think most people get an early payday in December. And I felt it prudent. I felt it necessary. I felt it get a few things straight before, you know, things go here where. And yeah, we can get into it. See my okay, all right, good. Jo says he knows this is going to be a good session based on the title. Yeah, I'm trying to move towards just giving titles to questions. Just give you title, then y'all come here. Big up my man Kevin Hunt, yo dog.
Yo Kevin,
and then y'all come here and figure out what it is we're talking about. Charmaine says good night to everyone. She's missing most of the live sessions due to work, but she's catching up on YouTube. Yeah, so hello to you and to everybody else around you, Charmaine. We appreciate you peeping in. We really do. So
you're sharing with your co-workers.
Let me get into it. I hope so too. Yeah, and those of you here in the cabinet tonight, I encourage you, share the good word with your colleagues at work. Gentlemen, share the word in your artsy barber shop to put on the channel in the shop. We really would appreciate it. Spread the word, man, because you know I don't tell lies on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we try to keep it fairly jiggy in here when the night come in the live stream, right? So ladies and gents, as we get started, I want you to cast your mind back to when you were in your late teens and your early 20s. I know that might be a long time ago in Bethlehem for some people, but try your hardest to go back. Yeah. Try your hardest to go back. And I want you to remember, or at least try to remember, when you would borrow your parents' car, you would hit your road with your crew, right? And those of you in my age bracket, you would remember when $20 was like, you know, at least a half tank of gas, you know, depending on the make of your car. If you had a smaller car, shoot, you could roll a whole day for $20, right? Couple days for $20. So everybody would pool together some money and, you know, you scrape out the gas money and make sure we got $10 to $20 so that you could get to your destination. You know what I mean? The real money now was for when you actually got to your destination, so you can at least pay to get in. Back in the day, near the fest, you know, the fest $20. You know, if it was real, you ain't with it, the $40.
Cheese on bread.
Yeah. So if it's $20 back in the day, 15 sometimes, and you go in, you be able to buy a drink or two, you know, party with your boys. That's it, you know. But what you used to find with most of those situations is that invariably there was, whenever you got the car, you had to put some gas in it, right? A lot of times, depending if you had a fancy car that had a gas light back then, gas light on. I remember a very infamous situation with you, Neil. We used to scrimmage at the gymnasium on Friday nights, and you would leave Spice Town, collect Mark and Warrens, collect me and Ken Garden, and then go to St. George. All the while your gas light is on.
Oh, the good old days.
I'm saying back, like, this is going on here. And he's like, man, we good, man, we got gas. We got enough gas. We good, man, we got it. You know what I mean? But invariably, you would wait until the very last minute to put in that gas. I mean, shoot, you ain't got $20 to race, you know what I mean? So,
it's got to get you most out of that.
Get most out of that. So you're putting in $20 in gas, when you can spend it on something else, you know what I mean? So if you know what you're talking about right now, if you know what you're talking about, if you had them days, drop some tens in the chat, just tens, right? No ones, tens for $10 in gas, right? So yeah, let me pause. Drop some tens in the chat if you know what you're talking about. If you had them days of scraping that $10 in gas. Oh, shout out, I don't know if he's here tonight. Let me check your chat quickly and see if he's made an appearance yet. I don't see my guy Jimmy, but Jimmy, his birthday is today. Shout out Jimmy.
Oh, if you're talking about birthdays, Charlene, Jimmy, my brother Nicholas, all in New York.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But big up all the crew, man.
Yeah,
We got so many birthdays in the house.
Yeah, man, we got a few.
Yeah, so shout out to everybody having a birthday and celebrating with us here tonight in the Senate. Now, last Thursday, Neil, on our live stream, I shared a scenario of a woman who gave her boyfriend some money so that he could pay at the dinner table, right, in front of her friends, right? And one of our contributors at the time made the point that she would give money to her husband, but she would not give that money to her boyfriend, right? To her mind, she considered it a special privilege and something that should be reserved for the person carrying the title of husband, right? So while she was making that point, you were making a point as well, Neil. I didn't want to interrupt you, so I remember thinking to myself, and somebody actually made mention of it. I think it was Aston, that, well, these are the things you do if you want to be elevated to the title of wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted to make the point that that kind of mindset where you kind of trying to hold back and hold some things in reserve would kind of limit a woman's chances of stepping up to that particular position of wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we all remember the scenario, the guy said as soon as he got his life together, he would marry that woman. That is exactly what he did, right? Now, that was Thursday night. And then on Friday night, another content creator, he did a live stream, talking about the permanent side chick, right? You know who streams on Friday night, Neil, you know, the Godfather.
Yeah, the Godfather, yeah, yep.
Right? Now, this particular stream, he talked about women who actually move like side chicks. And they don't put in the necessary effort required to take a relationship to the next level. So between Thursday and Friday, those two different live streams, ours on the Thursday, the Senate podcast at 8 p.m. here Barbados time.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Fridays for our live stream, I started to think about the state of a lot of relationships here in Barbados, and with a mind towards Christmas. Neil, esteemed cabinet, this is the time of year, the most wonderful time of the year, when men will be heading to places like Courts and Cape Shepherd,
Mm-hmm.
take out fridges and stoves and flat screen TVs,
Mm-hmm.
and a wide assortment of other items like jewelry and appliances
Mm-hmm.
for the benefit of their women and their households. So before payday comes, Neil, I felt it necessary. I felt it was incumbent upon me to bring tonight's message.
Mm.
I ask the gentleman, does the lady for whom you're planning to buy gifts and put yourself in debt truly deserve your time? Is she truly deserving of your time, energy, attention, and money? Is she fully committed to you, or are you cosplaying Santa Claus? Or is she waiting until the last possible minute to put in that $10 in gas?
Mm.
Now, I suspect, gents, that a lot of you are wondering if that is the case. If your woman is down when the transition with you, she's down like 4 flat tires, right? And a lot of you are really concerned because you probably live with a woman, or worst case scenario, you might be even married to the woman, right? So tonight, let me provide you with a few things to look at and look for to determine whether or not you should go and take out that small loan. Only today, Neil, we talked about the National Credit Bureau coming on stream soon.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not the time to be effing up your credit behind somebody who is not really down in the trees with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, gentlemen, does your woman give you her time? Yeah, we got 3 things we're looking at tonight. The first is time. Does she give you her time? Does she make time for you even when it doesn't benefit her? Does she attend or support the stuff that matters to you Or is she only available for the things that are important to her? Does she check in during the day or does she disappear for extended periods? Now, before the ladies lose their minds in the chat, I am not suggesting or requiring that you give a play-by-play, ball-by-ball report of your comings and goings during the day. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about you touching base with your man during the day. Not just to complain about your episodes at work, who go on the same dress as you, who you don't really like, and who getting on your nerves and all that, but to actually see how your man is doing. Gentlemen, if you don't have her time, do not get that loan. Yeah? Family, you with me so far? If you're with me so far, drop some ones in the chat. Let me hear you. Let me see you. If you're with me, drop some ones. Stephen Wu, I see you in the chat. This one is definitely for you, Stephen. Steve Wu was definitely, you messaged me and said, Christmas, that's you. The messages about men and shit, their messages pause as soon as November started to roll around. Yeah. So, gentlemen, do you have her time? I mean, really got her time? Or are you cosplaying Santa Claus? Yeah? The people saying that ain't making sense. My brother Aston is supporting that. So I am going forward. Next thing. What is next on the docket tonight? Cabinet. Members of the cabinet. Fellas. Do you get sex from her regularly? More importantly, what kind of sex do you get?
Oh, Rasta.
Yeah, I got you covered. You know that. Now, ladies, we all know that different guys get a different kind of sex. So don't even let me begin to front, right? Gentlemen, think about it. Are you getting 3 licks and then she tells you, look, put it in, get it over with? Or are you getting the got 9,000 with a 2-hand twist combo? Let me talk the things tonight. Right? Talk the things tonight. Getting 3 licks and I put it in. Let me get this over with.
Get this over with.
Is it the got 9,000 with a 2-hand twist combo? Yeah, which you getting? Let me get the right thing for that there. Are you getting the reverse rodeo cowgirl? The lizard lap, the wheelbarrow,
barbed wire twist,
the barbed wire twist? Are you getting the starfish and the turnover they got roll? Everybody in this chat, we got adults in here tonight. We got adults.
The children, 35 to 44.
In the cabinet tonight, we got adults in the cabinet tonight. So we all know, men and women, we all know when we get some tired under par sex. Happens to all of us. We've all experienced
We've all been there.
Under par sex. True. We all receive some and we all put in some. Right? The challenge for us, how do we proceed knowing that we're getting somebody at 60%? So, gentlemen, if you ain't getting the got 9,000 with a 2-hand twist combo, first of all, ask yourself who is. Don't believe.
Hold on a minute. There you go. Say, if you gentlemen got asked what is the got 9,000 first.
Well, I'm saying, I mean, if that's the case. If you got to ask, fellas, well, you know, and just because you ain't getting it, don't mean that somebody else isn't getting it. So, fellas, it's for somebody. If you ain't getting it, don't get that loan. Yeah? Don't get that loan. No. So we got time, got sex. Number 3. No, ain't no gentlemen, we place a lot of starting sex. As a matter of fact, gentlemen, if you agree with me so far, put some ones in the chat. Let me peep in here and see what's going on.
And fellas, don't be shaming, you know. Don't be shaming. If you don't know, he got 9,000 with the 200 twist. Ask a question, you know. I mean, let's be honest. Because, trust me, we can show you the world. If you don't know what that is.
Stephen, wait, I am with you, dog. Stephen says, if you're getting t-shirts from clearance, you know where you stand. The quality of the gift speaks volumes as well. Marlon, a big up to you. Greetings. Good to see you in the house as well. Yeah, so if you agree with me so far, we talking about time, talking about sex. If you ain't getting them, fellas, reevaluate. Yeah? If you ain't getting them on a level. Yeah? So Steve, since you jumped the gun, or you kind of, well, not jumped the gun, but you know, you moving towards where we're going to. Let me get in there. There's a lot of stalking sex. It's important to us. Shoot, remember we said that that's the only thing we care about. And because as you see, we think about sex every 6-7 seconds, and because it preoccupies our mind so much, we tend to think, or want to think, that it's just as important to women. But in 2021, they have an agency over their parts and all that. It is very possible that you can get sex from a woman, and it means precious little to her. Shoot, 3 licks and a put in. She could work with her, you know, if you're giving her what she wants. But that other guy, again, he got 9,000 with the 200 twist combo. He really get the sex, right? So there's a third thing that you need to look for that will indicate to you fellas whether you can max out the credit card this Christmas or not. Let me say it here in the interest of financial prudence. I would not suggest that you max out your credit card for any gifts. Just say it, right?
I just say.
Okay? But the message is received. Gentlemen, does she spend her money on you? Does she spend her money on you? Now, gents, I do not mean if she's buy you a large chips when she takes the children to Chefette, or if she's get you a tie and some boxers for Father's Day. Okay? Does she decide, you know what? This is a good man to me. Let me buy you a what? Shoot, let me buy a timepiece. Yeah? Let me buy a timepiece. Oh my God! Yeah? Just because he's a good man. Does she buy you a cologne? Not a Rasta oils, a cologne.
A cologne. Yeah?
Just because it smells nice and she thought you might like it. Or does she take you out to Choppers or Choppers equivalent and pay? Oh my God! And pay just because. Gentlemen, I would like to put it to you tonight. You have access to a woman's time. All right. Sex. Right? Shoot. Let me get my notes because, you know, I don't come here to, you know, mince matters. Time and sex. Yeah, they're important, right? Please understand. Because a woman could entertain you just for validation. I tell Steve all the time in our conversations of validation is a hell of a drug for women. Yeah? There's one photographer on Instagram who encourages women or gets women to do some of the most outrageous things for photo shoots. And I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? Why? Validation. You can get some tired sex. Shoot, she might want it scratching just as bad as you. You can get some sex. Especially in 2021. Yeah, so women ain't care about sex that kind of way. Take
Mm-hmm.
your little piece and don't watch that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But money. Money is a little different. Money is a little different. Let me send you this graphic news so they can get it on screen to everybody. Because you know people might feel like
You know, here Dipsy Doodling.
yeah, dipsy doodling and making up things, you know what I mean? So let me
Well, there. Let's for that, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the Senate podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Dislike, comment, share, subscribe. The important thing is to share with your friends, share with your coworkers, share. As Derek said before, he had a brilliant idea. You know, ask your men, ask your barbers, your barbershop if you could possibly play the Senate in there, because we're trying to get as many ears and eyes as possible. So I mean, I know there are some people in the shadows. I know some people. Good night to y'all. Those of you that are lurking, we appreciate you still. We don't bite here. We don't judge here. Well, unless that's a lie. We do judge, because if you come with less than yeah. If you come with ignorance, we can call it out, because this is a space of accountability. So, yeah.
all right, I'm coming at you there now, Neil. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We just get this this graphic on screen because they don't want people to say that, you know, just telling lies, right?
Mm.
So there it is. You should have it. Oh hell, it is not sending. Okay, let me try this again.
Oh no. Jimmy is here, boy. Look at Jimmy.
Yes, big up Jimmy. Happy birthday to you,
happy birthday, my brother. Charlene, I don't know if Charlene is watching. Serena, happy birthday to you too. I don't know if my brother is watching. I know he's a very busy man, but happy birthday to you, my brother. I love you. Yeah.
All right, you should have it there now, Neil.
All right, yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
just heard the. Here we go.
The power of black dollar. Right?
Let me get this on screen here for you.
It shows the spending power. This is in the US 2017, right? Look at how much money is spent on ethnic hair and beauty aids, women's fragrances. Yeah, sure, we could look at it. Let's look at the two of those. The total spend on ethnic hair and beauty aids. This is the US 2017, right? And we know that it holds very true here as well. Certainly not the number. I want you to look at the percentages. The black spend was $54.4 million out of $63.5 million. The total spend, everybody spent $63.5 million. Black people spent $54.4 million on hair and beauty aids. That 54.4 million translates to 85.65% of the total spend on hair and beauty aids. So, gentlemen, they say all of that to say, I went through that whole rigmarole and brought you that very nice graphic to say to you, you remember spending money? There used to be a moves and options back in the day. Ram all the time. Soul addiction. Ram all the time. I mean, bad shoes. Yeah? So women will spend. Women cheat. Women will spend.
Women will spend.
But women will spend where they think they can get something for their money. They will spend where they think their money will serve its best purpose. What does that mean for you, gentlemen? Will you do the same? Will you spend your money where you will benefit most? Gentlemen, you could get some time, you could get some sex, but is she committing to you? Is she spending her money on you? Yeah? If you, gentlemen, fella that has access to time, sex, and money, you could safely go to courts and take out the living room suite and don't watch nothing. But if you know that there's something lacking, if you know that you guys have the turnover cockroach sex and starfish sex, yeah. If you know that you tell she man, look, come and watch you play a little football, and she man, I don't really care about that, so you know.
You can play football or football not.
Yeah, I ain't really bothered about it. But come on, sit down and watch this.
Oh, to get away with scandal. Oh, to get away with scandal.
Yeah, come and watch that. And suddenly you gotta go and sit down and watch something that you really have no interest in either. But on the flip side, conversely, he's not doing the same for you.
Mm-mm.
And gentlemen, we all feel it in the pit of our stomach. But gentlemen and ladies, we all know when something isn't quite right. Gentlemen, I'm speaking to you right now. If you know that something is not quite right, if you can feel it in your belly, I would suggest you pump the brakes or head into the credit union to get that loan. Again, the National Credit Bureau is supposed to come on stream, so do not be effing up your credit in these times. There are too many stories down through the ages, men who have gone and, you know, take out the fridge, never get a glass of water to say fridge. Buy a washing machine, never get a load of clothes washed. To buy a bed, but another man breaking it down with dog alerts when night come.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, fellas, I am putting you on guard. The old people say, a word to the wise is sufficient. So that's why I'm leaving you tonight. And ladies, if you know that you got a man, even if you live with him, and you're really boaty, or you just going wrong here, you're really boaty that kind of way, you got 3 options to get the things you want this Christmas, right? Because I'm certain, let me see me backtrack. I'm certain the ladies in this chat, in the cabinet here tonight, they do not do these things. If they're with a man, they're with a man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that man gets all of them. I mean, waiting like the last minute, putting the $10 in gas. Then making a contribution up front, yeah. Come, babes, hold $20 in gas. Let me get on the road. You know what I mean? But ladies, you can share this with your friends who you know are, you know, got a man and they're really doing it right by you.
And y'all know them. Y'all know them.
Y'all know them. Y'all know them. You got 3 options for the things that you want this Christmas, because you're not going to get them from the men in the Senate tonight. Right, man?
Right, man?
Right, man?
One's each chat.
Words in the voice sufficient. One's in the chat if you're with me. So, ladies, if you know of a friend of yours who is about to fleece a man for a new living room suite, a dinette set, as the old people tell you, let her know that she on fear and tell her she got 3 other options. She could take it to Jesus. He understands. There's option 1. If Jesus ain't working out, check Santa Claus. It's Christmas time. But Santa Claus may not necessarily be the best choice because clearly you've been naughty, not nice. Or option number 3, you could get it from the guy that you are giving your time, sex, and money to. Check that guy. Because we're pretty confident that guy is doing nothing. Wait, let me get my girl.
No, you're doing it wrong, man. You're doing it wrong.
Get my girl. Yeah, Keisha. Keisha got me covered in these times. Yeah? I'm pretty sure that guy is doing nothing for you to get the time, sex, and money. I mean, we like who we like. It is what it is. But I am sending out the message for my men tonight. Do not be taking out no small loans, bringing up your credit, putting yourself in debt, buying gifts for women who do not want you and who are not willing to reciprocate. And that's me tonight. Let me hear from you.
Now, it is so interesting, right? But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, you are watching the Senate podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Dislike, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell, regardless of what you do if you subscribe. So that you don't miss any content we put out there for you. We put out a lot of content for you, and we even have some other things in the pipeline that we, time permitting, would like to put forth as well. So, just show us some love if you do love what we're doing. Shoot, if you don't like what we're doing, because I love you doing too, right? No, I'm not saying what you got saying hush tones, but who's we? Tell me how you feel. Yeah, tell you how you feeling. Anyhow, so this is so interesting to me, right, Derek? Because how we normally do things is you bring a topic, we hardly talk about it beforehand, and I experience it live, and I literally just fill in the gaps because we are like-minded. I would say almost 100% in most things. In the Mahoma dynamic, I think that we vary on some things, but by and large, I think that 95% of the time we agree on the Mahoma dynamic, right?
I might be a little bit more a little bit more militant sometimes.
You could be Malcolm X, I could be Martin Luther King. That's all right. You could be Magneto, I could be Professor X. But so you would have brought this to me, and I remember, I kind of understand what was going on. I showed up Anthony House, and I kind of asked you a question. Something hit me today. For a long time we've been doing this. A long time is relative, but we've been doing these shorts, and one of the things that we've been doing a lot is realizing that men are seen as ATMs, right? Men are seen as essentially walking vestibules. And I found it interesting. Because the School of Thought hit me while I was editing the short tomorrow. You could check us out tomorrow for another Senate short. I was like, no, we know it's all wrong. Women are seen for sex, sexual objects, and that is wrong. We hold that. We men are held accountable to that standard every day. I think we have moved to a society where we are by and large called out for seeing women as sex and sex only, sexual objects only, right? Even though we men express ourselves best sexually, we cannot approach women any old how when it comes to sex. That's wrong. So then why is it okay for women to feel that they could approach us any sort of way for money? Why do they feel that it is incumbent upon, it is expected of us to park up the door, pay the money, pay the bill, How you mean go Dutch? How you mean you ain't buy me? How you mean, And I always think when it comes to arguments, I think of counter arguments. My father taught me that. My father was a very good debater back in his time. And he told me, son, anytime you are faced with an argument, you formulated an argument in your head, you must always think of your opponent's counter argument. Because you don't want to be standing up there giving your argument and a person say, but what about, are you ain't prepared? You know what I mean? And I know one of the things people can say is, so you're going to liken a woman's body, a woman's person, to material things such as money, as cash. No, that's not the point, sweetheart. The point is that we are seeing people as less than human. We are seeing somebody other than a human being. We are disenfranchising someone's humanity and boiling it down to a singular thing. For men have always boiled on women as sexual objects. We get tell all the time, when I want porn stars, when I want women to swing from the chandelier, backflip, do cartwheels, when I want the most, right? And we are told, one, we can't approach women like that, which is fine. I completely agree. You cannot approach women like that, nor can you see them as sexual objects. You have to value them as human beings. They have feelings, they have a history, they have life, they have personality. By all accounts, they are human beings. But I find that we men are not afforded that same respect when it comes to money. Sure, I know y'all gonna want to stand up in the, that's somebody body versus money, but it's the same connotation, it's the same disrespect, it is the same dehumanization of a person. But y'all don't like when y'all get disrespected with sex, and rightly so. Be man, you think, how does it feel when you know for a fact the woman only give you attention based on what you have? I always say to myself, Derek, I feel, in mind, I could be wrong. We know how they say it can turn out. But, I often think that, in my life, I can come into a lot of money, right? I think through my efforts and energy, through what I do with what I do, I will be wealthy, I will be, I will got a couple coppers in the bank, right?
Yeah.
And I have often said from the time I was 20, when I started, one of my first jobs was in a investment bank. I was an investments officer dealing with hundreds of millions of dollars, right? And as you get to learn about investments earlier in my 20s and how money works and everything like that, you start to realize, well, shoot, if I was to come into millions of dollars tomorrow, you think I'd be out there in the dating market? You think I'd be going out there hollering at women or sliding it? Well, I don't slide in DMs, I don't holler at women. But what I'm saying is, one of the things we men are told we have to provide. And I often say that one of the things, I think one of the things I need to work on is providing financially. But if I were to provide financially for a woman, I come into millions of dollars tomorrow, then obviously I would be considered a high value man. I would be considered a man that has, I ain't a bad looking fella. I got all the sixes and, you got the money. So why would I start to holler at women? Why would I now say, shoot, let me go on fresh off the boat, go and meet a new woman? I often say if I come into money, I can choose from the pool that I went in before. I am not like no new friends. Years ago, that was a saying that came up, no new friends. And that is for a man, the wealthier you get, the less friends you should have. I thought about female friends. Because women look to you as an expense. But shoot, if we was thousandaires there, barely that. And it is expected for us men that when we take out women, by and large, the average woman says, well, shoot, you ask me out. You got to pay for this, you got to pay for that, you got to do this, you got to do that, right? I ain't saying all women, relax. I'm saying that is an expectation for some women out there. Then I can't leave home my wallet. I can never leave home my wallet. As a man, I can never leave home my wallet. And if I leave home my wallet, even if it's a genuine left home, I am made to feel ashamed. So why is it okay? Why are men held accountable for, holding women to sexual unrealistic sexual standards, beauty standards, expectations of women to do certain things sexually and maintain their weight and all this and all that? The things that we've been told, the shaming tactics, the guilting tactics, the things that we've been told why men see women as less than human. We're just things to y'all that y'all could just lie down with.
ATMs.
Right. But here we are now. Shoot. On YouTube, people, there's a grimy subsection of YouTube where women teach women how to finesse men out of money. Now, granted, there is a subsection of that too where men have courses for how to approach women, just to carry up a body count, just to have sex, right? Sleazy part of town. But you would be surprised. I know a lot of people expect that from the men, but you would be surprised how many women out there are literally having courses on how to dress, how to act, how to lower your tone, how to raise your ear into music there, the pitch and everything like that.
Yeah.
How to be more effeminate when you want money. This is a real thing. And the same way that women hustle. And the same way women do not want to be seen as prostitutes or as porn stars or as strippers, as women of the night, ladies of the night, we men don't want to be seen as ATMs.
Walking ATMs.
Walking ATMs. Shoot, as we lose a job, you don't want to see me. Just get on me and say, well, shoot, as I put on weight, you don't want me no more. When a man got unrealistic beauty standards, when they only want me for my body. But shoot, if I breath and I go along, not many want to stop in a row. As I have to say, depend on you for a few months after losing my job and say, well, you know what, we got a household to maintain. We have to rely on your paycheck. That ain't working with you. So we have to start normalizing the same way we are holding men to standard. We have to hold women to standard. And those of you listening, those of you who hiding or whatever, I know feminism will have you believe that y'all are beyond reproach, but that is not so. That is not so. I understand, if you understand what feminism is, we are feminists. If you understand what feminists are people that want to see the social, financial, economical equality between the sexes. And women want women to be in a position just like men, right? In a social standing. Well, if that is the case and you want feminism, you have to be held accountable for certain things. If you don't want a man to approach you for your body, one, stop using your body as a weapon to get money, because you weaponize your body to get what you want. Let's keep it $150. How many men? I can ask you men out there. No, I know some of you men are married. I know some of you men are in stable relationships, and I understand if you won't readily want to give ones. But let's ask a question: how many men out there have dated women that literally can only offer sex? I literally approach the engagement or interaction or whatever with only sex, sexual talk, sexual. Women approach you not with, so tell me about yourself. Here's my, let's have a conversation or religion or, right? Yeah. So give me ones. How many women have ever approached you on a sexual vibe? It is purely sexual. Send you racy text, tell you look, I likes you and I wants you.
But Neil, let me push it even further. They start with that. They lead with the sex.
That was getting there, brother.
The sex in catching you.
Brother man.
There is no counter move,
brother.
So all right, you hit me with shoot. The rock had the people's elbow. He had the rock bottom. You know what I mean? You hit me with one. It don't finish me. What is your follow-up finishing move to get what you want from me? If the sex don't work, what else do you have? Do you have or use a one-shot musket?
Well, you know, is that I was actually getting to that point, and I brother, that's why I say, ladies and gentlemen, we are like one mind for 95% of the time, right? Because we did not have this discussion before, but I was leading to that point, right? Because after I have asking you all, how many men approach you on a sexual vibe saying, you know what, I would give you the got 10,000. Yes, Ruben, the 9,000 has been upgraded since COVID. We are now up to the 12,000. But how many men have been approached on a sexual vibe? Whether in effect, whether it is going about your business or whatever, like, I like to, I want to, I will give you some. Or come with a sexual energy and flirting. And even at the beginning, as Derek said, do the absolute most in the bedroom. But then over time, it wanes. It starts to dissipate under the guise of my body is changing, under the guise of I ain't got the time, under the guise of I'm tired. And then you start to realize, but this person got anything else to offer but good sex when they want to give me the sex. The conky, thanks, Aston. I forgot about the conky analogy. Yes. You understand? They give you conky left, right, and center. Every other day you get conkies. Raisins, no raisins. You get them however you like them. You understand? Right? And then as time goes on, they realize, well, I got he now. We married, we in a relationship, we going for a little while. Why you gotta get he conky every other day? And then you understand there are times when women do have hormonal issues, health issues, and they do have work commitments and everything like that. Shoot, children come into the play and everything like that. But by and large, you start to see a change. It is to me, and there's the cynical side of me, it is inevitable that if a woman approaches you on a high level of sexual energy, that over time that can start to dissipate. Sometimes you don't even get an answer why. You don't get a reason why. It's just, yeah, I ain't cocking up my tail no more for you like that. And it's not you that brought it to her, It's not you in some of these situations that brought it to her, She would be sending you, shoot. A lot of people just talk about the dick pics. But women just be sending pics too. I know that Mark Zuckerberg and Meta putting disappearing messages. Jeez Louise. If you thought that racy messages was a problem before, shoot. So I'm saying all of this to say, ladies and gentlemen, particularly ladies, is that we are people, we are men. We have feelings, we are human beings, yo. We have feelings, we have emotions, and yes, we easy to get with sex, just as I'm sure y'all are easy to get with stability. Right? But you know what? Just like y'all that don't want to see just as women in short dresses and high heel skirts and leggings and this and that and the next and third, I want to be saying, oh, she has a fat behind, or look at her breasts and this and that and next. You don't want to be, shoot, Rihanna the other day became a national heroine. She ain't wear a bra became the whole celebration. And all of a sudden now women feel like she's Bernie bra. We getting rid of England Bernie bras. Right? And y'all are more than the sum of your parts. You are more than your.
Before you go on, Neil.
Mm-hmm.
before we go on there, I feel it's right. Like I love for the fact that women love Beyonce so much, and you know, the woman that represents the strong, independent women told put a ring on it, etc. And run the world girls, and then she talked about her husband who was horning her. Talk about independent ladies and all that. And I truly love the fact that a woman who has not worn a bra and panty in Lord knows how long sells bras and panties to women.
Well, let's be honest now. Some of them panties got holes in them. The woman selling a brand of underwear for any sexual orientation, and it does not have a body crease. So
I love it. I love it. I just had to bring that out, man. But sorry about that. Go ahead, man.
no, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta understand something here. My camera freaking out, but I ain't really worried about that right now. I will deal with that when I finish making my points. But the points I'm trying to make here is that, you know, following on to what Derek is saying, you know, be careful how you disperse your funds this Christmas, right? I know this. I understand, trust and believe. Nobody don't like God more than Neil Hoyt. I can tell you all that. No.
We know this.
No. But still, you cannot let that be your driving force behind dispensing funds. You cannot make stupid decisions. Shoot, as Derek said, if you must not credit cards to buy gifts of any kind for anyone, that's a problem. Much less a woman. That is a problem. Right? That you got to readjust your priorities. And we know that this is the time where a lot of Christmas loans can get taken out just to make everybody feel comfortable for Christmas. So, man, if you're out there, and this is not in a vacuum, you know, we're not coming up with scenarios. We literally have had conversations with other men that know of other men that have taken out loans and given money to redecorate a house for Christmas or to buy furniture and appliances for Christmas. This is a real thing, right? So the same way we men are just asking women to see us as human beings, as men. Yes, we are the providers, and we are the defenders, and you know, the providers, and we provide, right? The same way we provide, that is not all we are. We are other things too. The same way they all are not just nurturers, you all are not just sexual objects. So if you don't want us, and this is not if you don't. I'm gonna word it like this. The same way you want to be seen as human, outside of your body, outside of sex, outside of what you bring to the bedroom and your conky making skills, is the same way we want to be seen as other than a wallet, an ATM, a bank, a blank check. You understand? And this goes not only for men that are dating. This not only goes to men that are in a relationship. These are for men, not for men that are just married. This is for any man. Because we know of married couples too. Shoot, when the kitchen want remodeling, you either remodel the house or you're going to be a ranker. It's going to be a noise. You understand? So let us start there. Let us start understanding that we too, and you know, I know some of the things that people can say is, oh, these men got enough to say. These men is beta males because men don't say nothing. And that's the problem. The problem is men don't say nothing. But you see, me and Derek got time. Me and Derek got energy.
We got time.
Right? We are
gonna
let you all know what time it is and how school is keeping. The same way you approach a woman and say, my sexy friend, and that is, hey, whoa. Or are you gonna slap a woman punch you behind and say, hey, whoa, which is reprehensible acts. It's the same way that when I'm out here saying, look, I can perk on my baby saying, see if I can get a meal out of here. We talk about foodie call all the time. We talk about how women use their bodies to get money from men. This is a real thing, yo. And honestly, because I know a lot of you women that watch don't understand certain things that happen because you all live in a sheltered space, in a bubble, etc. But come on, at some point, y'all, if you are on social media, you know the got women. Shoot, Brittany Renner, Jada Pinkett. We've covered these women ad nauseum, right? We've covered these women to the hilt. And I know, oh Lord, those are celebrities. All right. I could give you personal experiences. Derek can give you personal experiences. We could tell you of other men's personal experiences. I mean, go far in a celebrity, nothing. I mean, although my man there is a celebrity, you got like G-Syndicate. Anyhow, serious commentary here. We can give you stories, a ton of stories of how men are taken advantage of. And to me, I do not see any difference between taking advantage of someone for money or for sex. Yes, one is for someone's body, but they are both reprehensible acts. They are both dehumanizing the person. Yeah? So, run tell that. I said what I said. Go to Aston.
Big Aston.
Yeah, man.
Big Aston. I'll say it here, right? I'll say it here. Let me get my Aston in the crank early, man. Real talk. I said what I said. Big Aston. Yeah. A legend. But I'll say it here, right? Because again, we got early payday. I felt it necessary to bring this to the fore before the man run out ahead in that courts. But they got no more. It's the courts and
it's courts.
Ask you for home furniture shut down too.
Yeah, Cave Shepherd. They got course court.
More the cost of man.
They're gonna standard Massey home. Massey
home furniture.
Mm.
Yeah, if we were running at their places, again, I say here saying it. I want help with my late bill. Yeah, top ups. The man say it. As Neil say, we got your time. But these are the things that men have not said. These are the things that happen and men will talk about in the barber shops.
In the rum shops.
These things talk in the rum shops, but they don't come into these forums. Right? I brought it to the fore now again because we're leading into Christmas. But guess what? Valentine's Day around the corner. Same thing applies.
Mm-hmm.
Then next year, hopefully we'll move to a point where we can have another crop over. And shoot, costumes got buy.
They ain't buying itself.
Costumes got buy, and people want frontline costumes. You know what I mean? I don't get to tell you, Christmas loans is a real thing. Crop over loans just as real. Crop over loans just as real. Shoot, the summer coming up, people gonna talk about one better get my vaccine and they got I carry the word travel. Travel loans are a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
And guess where you come out of the summer, you know what's happening in September, Neil Hoyt, you know what's happening to September families?
School supplies.
Back to school.
School supplies.
School supplies go buy. Uniforms go buy. And all they want me to recognize. All right. You helping somebody with these things. Ain't wrong with that. But they're done with you. They're rocking with you. They're really rocking with you. Or is this relationship really one-way traffic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is this really one-way traffic? It's what Marlon said, a balance is energy. Energy needs to flow both ways. It needs to flow both ways.
And to be careful, and to reiterate something you said earlier, sorry to cross you there, but something to reiterate that you said earlier too. We're not saying not to spend money on your woman, you know. We're not saying not to buy gifts for your woman or take her out on dates or anything like that, or met your woman of 5 years, get Dutch, but the same way you invite she. We're not saying that. We're not saying that. What we are saying is we have to be discerning the same way women are discerning of how, what, when, and where they give you energy. It's the same way we have to be discerning of the same things. That's all. Just keep your eyes open. We just tell you how school keeping. We don't make it the rule. What as you said, Derek, at the end of every show?
You don't make any rules.
Exactly.
Make sure they know what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I really, as Neil said, we gotta really make sure that, you know, we are getting back what we're giving. A relationship goal, as Marlon said, just know the energy has to flow both ways. It can't be a case of you just giving. Givers have to set limits because takers never do. And we saw it. Neil mentioned the patron saint to the channel not too long ago, Mrs. Jada Pinkett Smith. And it was interesting. Will Smith said that early in the relationship, he got so much sex. It was he didn't know what to do with it. It was sex. So he's saying, I'm willing to bet Will ain't getting that kind of sex now.
Shit. Other men getting that sex like that from Jada, but not Will.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I got somebody saying that my audio dropping in and out.
Your audio,
It seems like
let me see. Is
connection a little unstable tonight, but
yeah, it's a connection thing. I've been trying different little settings as we go to see if I could compensate as we go. So, yeah, just keeping my eye on it. So,
yeah, cool. So yeah, okay. Again, what you gotta look for? You gotta look at the sex. Are you getting sex? And if you are getting sex, what kind of sex are you getting? Again, there's a difference between 3 licks but it didn't let me get this head over with. But yeah, the got 9,000 with the 2 hand twists. There's a difference. There's a difference between that reverse cowgirl, the barrel is a lap, and the, hurry up, dead cockroach. You know what I mean? Are you getting her time? She calling you to complain about your co-workers, or she calling to check on you? Yeah. She really want to hear from you, or she just needs an ear? Because shoot, women will do that. Women will keep you around
just to complain,
just to provide that validation, just to be, that sounding board. Because guess what, the man that she really want to get the guts to end listening to the problems.
Look, you messaging me when you calling me.
That man coming. That is it. You know what I mean? And then the money. She willing to spend some money on you or not?
Or not?
Yeah, she willing to spend some money on you or not? She getting she buy a little Calvin Klein cologne, or saying, oh, you getting 2 Rasta oils? Which is it? Which is it? And fellas, stop being so cheap. And when I say cheap, I don't mean stingy with your purse. I mean being so easily bought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Stop being so easily bought. Stop saying, hey, yeah, she man, this is my girl, and thinking that you have to sacrifice all for her benefit.
Them days done. Gentlemen, the sacrificing of the women and children first only applies in extreme situations. In extreme situations. But you see this women and children first. Prioritize yourself here. I ain't telling you I'll be selfish. But there's always say, an empty cup can't pour.
Yeah.
So if you have a woman that is using you, and it's hard to see it sometimes, but as Derek said, she just calling you to complain. I used to date a woman. Well, date is a strong term, but back in the day, I was involved with a woman. And every day we would talk on the phone, and every day, this before, like, I think BlackBerry was not coming, but every day this woman would call, every day, about her job, about her supervisor, everything like that. And I would bring solutions. I would tell her, well, how about you,
She didn't want them.
She didn't want them. Everything's an excuse. I can't go back to school, and I ain't got the time, or I don't want to do that. I ain't want to find other jobs. I say, but your job is not affording you any upward mobility. You do not like your manager. You do not like your job. You complain every day. Shake it up. Do something. Complain. And then it's like, granted, the stipulation of the relationship between me and this young lady, it made me pause and say, all right, I getting sex out of this thing. She getting a listening ear to complain. I don't mind people complaining, but I'm a problem solver though. I'm a solution-based kind of guy. Like, if you have a problem, you come to a solution. Yeah, I just want a solution, but you can't be complaining every day about something, right? Shoot, if you have a woman that it is a foreign concept for her to carry you to dinner, for her to pay the bill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to bring food. You have to buy food. You got to top up the phone. right? You got to help pay bills. You have to buy furniture. It is you all the time. And yes, I can understand, man, you getting sex. But then after a while, I guarantee that the reciprocation or the apples to apples relationship between the sex you getting from this woman and the financial and emotional put out you put out with this woman can be different. As Derek saying, do you get emotional value? You must. How you doing? Tell me about your day. Enough about me. No. How are you doing? So how you really feeling? Because we may already thought you got kind of proud to get we to.
Yeah.
You know, and even then we might still think hard to. But you know how it's so refreshing. It is so refreshing to hear a woman ask you, how are you doing? How was your day? How you feeling? I know you was talking about your back the other day. How you feeling? You know, like, and we are not men. We don't complain.
And I'll say it here too, right, Neil?
Mm-hmm.
The woman that sees a need and fills a need with her money as well.
Yes.
And time, more often than not.
Yeah.
With that effort.
Yeah,
See,
the effort. Because what, right?
And you,
go ahead.
You talked about Neil earlier when you were talking about the coaching going on in Nest Men. You mentioned where the women teaching other women how to act. And that word stuck with me. Act. Because a lot of times that's exactly what it is, an act. And fellas, you gotta be a bit more discerning. And again, stop being so cheap. Being cheap. Stop being cheap, easily bought. And see was a little more, see through the act and get down to the nitty gritty. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Trust me, fellas. If a woman is interested in you, she ain't spending the money on you. Point blank.
Punto final.
Yeah,
shoot.
Point blank.
I would even
let you like that. She ain't sexing you like that.
Brother man, I would even go as far to say that if all she doing is providing you the cockroach, the turnover cockroach, she don't let you like that. She does not.
And also too, right? Let me say this as well. Sex is a barter. Yeah. You getting sex, she getting sex. Everybody happy. Well, hopefully. if you do it right. Yeah. You getting sex, she getting sex. So you getting sex is not a privilege, guys. Yeah?
Shh. Look,
especially if you get.
Say it again.
Right,
say it again. Say it
you
again.
Getting sex is not a privilege, right? Especially if you're getting starfish, dead cockroach sex. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah. Now, how the song think it's Ice Cube? You can do it. Put your back into it.
You
put
can
your
do
back
it.
in it.
I can do it. Put your back into it. Yeah. Big trap.
Put your back in it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Cause shoot, guess what? You as a fella, you gotta represent. You gotta put it down because if you don't, you gotta touch your girlfriend's head. He can't roll me. He didn't really
boy.
work.
He's deader. He's a deader.
Yeah. But you don't have that option. You can't do that because that's not gentlemanly. You can't do that.
As your master once said.
Oh jeez.
Sir Rock said one time, ladies, if you know that you boom in a coffee, I wanna dead one of you.
What is going on?
I want you to know every hand from the women on that cruise went up though.
You know it. That what happened. Let me dive in the chat a little bit, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Because I saw the guys have a little bit of back and forth. And they see I said first conversation, what happened with my late bill? What? We should be able to ask them if them can't talk me off somewhere. Yeah, sure. But it's not gonna go down the same way, huh? Just keep that in mind. Marlon say start the year with money in your pocket. Correct. So don't play your game, licking out your money, buying gifts. But somebody that, because it's the thing too, right? Because we are men, and men do this. Like dealing with you. You got some children, them in mind, but you got some children in your house. And they will feel bad buying you just a gift and not buying time for the little man. So now all of a sudden now you gotta buy a gift. Like buying you
unless you're real heartless.
So you buy she a living room suite. And you go buy here a little toy car.
Transformer or saying go but you little
You know
saying
what I mean?
little Hot Wheels.
And shoot, what's the benefit to you there? And then it rolls around, and that's it. That's it.
Sometimes that ain't
Valentine's
even
Day,
good enough.
you go buy some gifts. Then she birthday come around, the little man birthday come around, you go buy his saying too. So
Help by the cake.
help buy the kid.
You're right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Buy the kid. You know what I mean? So when you come and you look at these situations, you fellas ask yourself, what am I getting out of this situation? I know it sounds a little mercenary, it sounds a little transactional, but guess what? This is a deregulated sexual marketplace. This is what relationships have come to. Ask yourself, are you getting the best bang for your buck? Let me see if I can go find it. I think I can find it. Do you have it there? I'm pretty sure I got something about there that I can. Yeah. Are you getting the best bang for your buck? Yeah. And are you getting bucks for your bang? Because really and truly, yeah. You have to encourage women to be an equal partner. That's what they say they want. That's what they say they want.
Don't want a partner. Don't want an
They
equal
want
partner.
a partner. And we support that. That's feminists here. We support that.
Equals rights and justice.
Equal rights and justice. So if you want to be an equal partner, we have no problem with it. Come along down. Come on down. It's Bob Barker will tell you. Come on down, be an equal partner. But it requires equal investment.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a case where, it is, I put in 80, 90%, and you just chip in and you pay
40, 30.
for you. For you. Not for me or the family or soul. You provide for you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yesterday we dropped a short where a guy, I think it's our guy Jacob,
yeah.
he's getting married and his betrothed, she put 40 extra people on the list. And he was the person paying.
You gonna make it scratch?
He gonna make it the stagger, but then 40 people. And she still wanted to go to Rome on the honeymoon that he was paying for. Now, first thing first, I don't know how you got a limit of 80 people and you got 40 friends and family. I did not make the 80.
Crazy to me.
you got 40 friends
Crazy.
and family that did not make the 80. Where these now come from? That aside, you made the decision to have 80 people. You brought not one, not two, not three,
40.
not even four, but
40.
40 extra people. These are the things that are going on in the dating market today. Gentlemen, keep your eyes open and your wallet shut. Keep your eyes open and your wallet shut. Listen to me. I ain't gonna put you wrong. Keep your eyes open and your wallet shut. Don't get caught up because you gain a little action.
But no. Or no.
Or no.
Or no.
Because guess what? When this woman get what she wants, the action is, we all know, if you gain it 6 times a week. Or my once said to me, in the dating phase, that's the best it can be. It don't improve. It don't get any better.
But
after you.
It's real hard work. It's real hard work to maintain after that, Real hard work.
Guess what, fellas? If you get scrambled eggs before marriage, generally you gotta scramble for the eggs after marriage. If you was getting sex 3 or 4 days a week, guess what? We cut him back to 1 or 2. right? So understand what it is you're getting yourself into, because your investment can't change. Your investment cannot change.
Now we ever.
Because you can't just suddenly decide, you know what, I'm paying the rent this month.
Sorry, dang. See, I'm buying that for these children in here.
I'm buying the food.
I'm fixing
You know
the
what I
furnace.
mean?
I'm fixing the plants. The wash machine. Fixing
As a matter of fact, shoot, you probably can't even say, well, I ain't buying the gifts this Christmas. You probably
Santa
can't say
Claus.
that.
Because that was the title of the thing. Santa,
Is
baby.
that you, Santa Claus? So,
Santa
gentlemen,
Claus.
are you Santa Claus? Are you running things in you house or what? Talk to me. Let me know.
Getting conky like salary once a month. I stood, boy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, you are watching the Senate podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Let me cut down and come again. Yes, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything, no content, so that you don't miss any content we have coming down the pipeline. You can dislike, that is fine. Shoot, if you want, holler at the man and say you want to start a peripheral, that's fine. But again, we ain't gonna deal with the sign language, and we are willing to have the conversation, but we are willing to have that conversation with facts, not feelings. And if you think that we talking BS, those of you in the corner too, shoot, y'all don't want to come out the corner, y'all don't want to say nothing. Give me a dislike if you think that we talking foolishness. If you think that in this episode that we are talking foolishness, let us know by hitting the dislike. If you, with good conscience, know, good conscience, don't be whatless, don't be bad mind. If you objectively feel that we are talking foolishness, hit the dislike. Let me know what's going on. I would say this though, Derek, that you know, we have come to a point in society where, because I know the argument is going to be, well, how you could compare you buying things versus me giving you sex, right? But the reality is if you decide not to give me sex, that is fine. That is fine. That is fine. That is fine. I can't do nothing.
In an argument, yeah.
Can't what I could say, what I could do. If you tell me there ain't no sex tonight, that is so. But if I tell you, nothing ain't paying here today, that's you that sent me saying just now, I just hear the notification.
Oddly enough, I just saw it in another chat with my Choco.
Choco Menage, boy, the menagerie.
And I found it. It's so interesting because it's actually what we're talking about.
All right, let me get on screen here right now. Yes.
Shout out the guys in less of all basketball, man. We ain't get a scrimmage in a while, but we waiting patiently to get the all clear.
All right.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know what his name is. He's 25.
Don't shut up, Perley. But yeah, you know, like we gotta understand a few things here. We have to understand a few things, right? Like again, what we are saying here is that 50, 60, 70, 100 years ago, we were too far. We were living under true patriarchy, like a real patriarchy we was living on. And you know, shout out Ruben. Ruben sent me an article, sent us an article really, to do with patriarchy and the benefits of it and the reason why patriarchy is not a bad thing. And you know, we want to tackle that, but we obviously gotta come at it from an angle where one ain't just come here with pitchforks and come and circle the wagon. But
I mean, you could come, but
I mean, yeah, you could come, but
them come.
Gotta be ready. But what's the point I was making? Oh, it is already, it's all fine and good to say, you know, we were too far right 50, 60, 100 years ago. And I understand y'all are the most liberated. Sorry, y'all. The women are the most educated, most liberal, most employed, empowered women of all time in the history of man. But somewhere along the lines now, we have moved from, and there's a combination of factors, right? There's not just a man, there's just not women fault or men fault or whatever. There's so many things went into place to have this disconnect between men and women today, where a woman feel like she could just hit up a man for money, right? Where these are conversations that happen. Man, look, girl, you know, I'm gonna get my phone. I want this new iPhone, so I show this man here that trying to hit at me. You know what I mean? These are real conversations that happen.
Yep.
Yes, on the flip side, there are real conversations where a man say, yeah, let me holler at this girl because you're trying to get the God. Yes, those are real conversations too. But you see, those men and those situations are already being held accountable. So us beating the drum, we do these shorts, and a lot of people say, okay, no, it's time for balance. It's time to cut out, you know, showing women doing junk, called men do junk too.
Here's the thing, dude. We are the balance.
Exactly. We are the counterweight, because from sun up to sundown, every day, their mainstream media, their job is to hold men accountable. That is what is happening. Where, show me on a consistent basis, anywhere in mainstream media, where Whoopi, Dr. Phil, any of them say, all right, my lady, that's junk. You're right trying to sit so you know with this good man here, right? I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but let's look at the overarching message. Shoot, remember Derek, we would have talked about it. We've actually been having this conversation a lot recently, where Derek was talking about, we've been talking about TV shows and the media's role in empowering women in the last 30 years and the degradation of the black man in the last 30 years, right? And it's fascinating. It is fascinating because we are children of the 80s. You know, we would have come out 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. And we would have obviously watched a myriad of television shows and movies throughout those times.
Oh, yeah, we can get into it.
Right? I don't want to tip behind. I don't want to tip the scale.
Don't tip behind.
Right? But it is fascinating when you check the timeline. It is fascinating how 40 years ago, when we were growing up, what the message was on television for black people versus what it was in the 90s, what it became in the 2000s, what it is in 2010s, and what it is today. It is amazing. Where women sit and watch a lot of these programs and say, hey, you know what? If Olivia Pope could do it, I could do it too. Understand, Olivia Pope was horning the president, horning the woman. I know when they're going to say the woman wasn't this and that in that scene third, and true love this and that in that scene third, but he was horning a man, though, a married man. She was horning a woman. If a man, TV show, protagonist of a TV show, man is horning a man, a husband, man literally just don't care. Love, honor, be damned. I can just take this woman as I feel like. How would that man be seen? I don't know. I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of musings. But anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, I think I don't know how you feel, Derek, but I think we could start making a move to open up the phone lines if anybody wants to come in.
Yeah, I am definitely about that life. So if anybody wants to call in and share their thoughts on this, should men be, looking at these things as a reason as criteria for them to go and max out the credit card this Christmas, or should men just provide, whether or not they're getting time, sex, and money out of their women? Should they? Call in, let us know. Join the conversation.
Open.
Yeah, join the conversation. What do you guys think? Because again, it's that's the fireburst sword. It seems to be understood that men should be the providers and the protectors, and that make the sacrifice for everybody's good. But what's his reward? As Chris Hawley said, the big piece of chicken,
the white meat,
or you would get a tie and some boxers. So let's know. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think that men should be out here cosplaying Santa Claus? Or should men, decide, hey, I am going to go where I am celebrated, not tolerated, and I am going to put my money and my protection and my provision And men don't only provide money. Let me make a little digress here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Men also provide wisdom. They provide guidance, and those are things that are important as well.
They defend the nurturing aspect of the relationship as well.
Yeah. So to think that men just provide money and shoot, it's a dildo for sex and a gay friend for companionship.
Oh, dangerous, man. Oh yeah. Yeah.
To think that that's all men provide is inaccurate and asinine, to be honest. So yeah, men provide more than that. So men, are you going to take your provision elsewhere? I know it may be a little complicated for those of you who are married. I don't know why you did that to yourself, but hey, I guess we all make mistakes in life.
you don't always think with the top head.
Yeah. Let's just throw it out there for those of you who know how I get though. But yeah, are you going to take your provision and your protection elsewhere? Should you? Or should you just say, hey, you know what, she's a good girl. I can go down with it here. I can get done with this shit. And I'll tell you, let me say this, now that I remember the content from Friday night, Big Up the Godfather, his live stream. And he made the point that the guy who did not have all three of those things, the sex, the time, and the money, if you did not have all those things from the lady, invariably that lady was the one who walked away from the relationship. So gentlemen, think back. Ladies, think back too. All the times you were in a relationship, you ladies, you didn't give the, that dirty sex. You didn't get down that kind of way. You didn't give of your time to the man to support him. To, you certainly didn't spend the money, bunny. Think back. Were you the ones who left the relationships? If that's the case, put a one in the chat. Gentlemen, if you realize that you were, you weren't getting that kind of sex, you weren't getting the time, and she certainly wasn't spending the money on you, and she turned around, she left the relationship, drop some twos in the chat. Yeah, drop some twos in the chat. Let me know. But one more time, you're watching the Senate podcast. We're up to 217 subscribers, Neil. I'm feeling good about that. Mm-hmm. If we could get to 250 by Christmas, that would be fan-freaking-tastic.
It really would be.
Yeah. So let me keep pushing it. Let's see if we can keep building the thing. Gentlemen, share it with your male friends, because shoot, a lot of them need to hear this message, especially this particular message before we get into
before you get a bonus.
Christmas. Yeah, you get you get bonus, you get your salary and all that. There, you go boiling out, doing ignorance. They need to hear this message. So, gentlemen, share it with your male friends, all right? Yeah, don't be going. You running in at fast cash, trying to get
$4,000 loan.
Before you're supposed to go buy a small second hand car.
A dinette set.
You know what I mean? So don't do that, man. Share it, gentlemen. Please share it with all your male friends. Make sure that they are on message and they are on point and they are considering very, very carefully the relationship that they have with the woman they are with.
Mm-hmm.
Because shoot, people beware, but don't really beware.
It's true. Give bare minimum. And you know what, men do it too. Again, I understand.
Provide.
I understand. Men just do it too. Sure. Okay, fine. Yeah. Men just pay the bills and keep it pushing. Right? But that's the point. You're trying to get past the mediocrity. I understand that relationships are hard freaking work. Y'all want relationships, right? You want somebody to keep the company when night come, right? You want somebody that 237 you can roll over and you could, push back on a man and get a little wiggle and feel good about yourself. Men want companionship. You want the nurturing aspect of things. But it is hard work. It's not you just say, well, me and you ain't saying, use my girl, use my mind, and that's it. I give he sex when I feel like. I could talk to she or not talk to she when I feel like. No, I can only humbug you when I want sex. That is the point. The point of this space is the point of this space is to, from our one part, to let the men know you gotta do better. That is for our one part. We can talk to
In
women
all
too.
aspects.
As much as women tell me we can't talk to women and speak on women things, we can talk because none of them ain't doing it neither. When they holding the women accountable. So you know what? Until when they're doing our part, we doing our part, we can talk to the men and say, listen, when God do better, when God be discerning, when God can't just pick up and do as when I feel like. You understand me? Focus on your purpose, focus on being a better person, a better man, a better father. Right? Don't just be out here with no discipline you. Anything that warm you, stabbing it in. Any conky that pass, we ain't everybody conky a sample. Right? And then you come back, no, oh, woe is me. This one will break my heart. This one will give me a gift that I can't get back. You understand me? So, yes, we talk to men here, but we are holding up our end. We are doing what we said we were gonna do, and we are holding everyone in this space in the man woman. We hold everybody accountable. Everybody, because accountability should not be just for one gender or just not for me. Or in my community, I can talk about like we can only talk about men. We only talk to men about accountability. We want to talk to women about accountability. Accountability is across the board. I should not have to wait for a woman or a man to come and hold me accountable. Just like how women should not just wait until, you know what, no man can hold me accountable. I can wait till a woman hold me accountable. Well, shoot.
That will never happen.
I was literally that. I literally just got across, but hey.
That not go happen. That will never happen. You will never live to see that happen.
I literally just thought that. But yeah.
See my man Philip in the house, man.
Yeah, shut up, Philip, man.
Shut up, Philip.
Right. So with that being said, oh, shoot, Austin again with your man just drops the gems. Jerkins for the jerkins, but
Yo,
hard.
I told you I better by myself. I better keep by myself. I don't put a little one about there. Can't get into trouble if you keep jerkins for the jerkins. Lord have mercy.
Yeah. So so that's why we created space. It's for men, but we talking to women too. Yeah. If you really truly believe that we men are not to talk about women's issues, all you got to do is tell us who is going to speak to women and keep women accountable. When y'all could tell us and show us that y'all holding women accountable is when we can start talking about women things. How about that? How about that? Yeah, y'all just tell we men what to do, how to move, how we should dress, what we want to like in a man, what to do like in a man, how men should keep it, how men should move. We don't come and say when I can't tell you what to do. But fine. The day y'all could tell us and show us an action plan and execute, holding your gender accountable is when we men can start talking about women things. How about that?
Works for me.
Yeah. Yep.
Works for me. We had that kind of time, boy.
Yeah, boy.
We can get early tonight because I see we got some stuff to do and nobody ain't really call. So I see accountability, like respect, is a two-way street. Let's fill up. However, some men may be more willing to accept this than some women. We can take out the subs, but anyhow, yeah, we leave it there. Guys, as always, like the content, share the content, especially this particular episode.
For sure, share this one.
Especially this particular episode. The National Credit Bureau is coming on stream. Apparently, I do not want you guys out there with some jacked up credit. Yeah, I don't. As a matter of fact, let me share a personal story with you right now. Only last week, yeah, it isn't a week. So only last week, we got a call from the very same courts, and it seems as if I am well on my way to being free of court.
Hey.
So yeah, within the next couple, today's 7th, within the next couple of days, within the next 2 weeks, I'll be free and clear of courts, right? Not that I was, any massive amount of debt or the bailiff was at my door or anything like that, but, I was able to be debt free in that regard, at least when it comes to courts. And that's awesome for me, you know what I mean? I feel pretty good about that, and I'm grateful about that. So, fellas, I would like the same for you. Do not go taking out a big set to put in a body house. And then you can't get a player.
The bureau.
Not from it. Okay, take out a bureau. I see what people say. Take it out a bureau. You take it out a dinette set and show a thing drinks trolley.
A divan.
And somebody is driving straws in his dog in his divan. And you outside and know anything about it. Sure, we a partner of ours, he would have told us near about a man that, you know, he would have gone and he would have used his money to repair a woman's house and all kind of thing. And he don't live with a man.
Yeah, I remember exactly where we were when we heard that story. And I still don't believe that was months ago. And I still can't believe that.
Gonna come out man to me. You know what I mean? So if I really need you to share, yeah, I really need to share this particular live stream with your people. Let them hear what's going on. Fellas, gentlemen, we don't really talk, and we need to talk. Fortunately, for Neil and myself, fortunately for us, we have a situation where we are able to get together regularly, almost a weekly basis, and we're able to talk, we're able to hash out stuff as men, right? Share stuff as men, discuss stuff as men, get advice as men. You know what I mean? And that definitely helps in the decision-making processes through which we go. And men don't always have that outlet. So I'm encouraging you, as Neil said earlier tonight, we got time. Yeah, Neil and I, we got the time.
You got the time.
So when I ain't gonna talk the things, me and Neil can talk the things.
Yeah.
Right? All we need you fellas to do, disseminate the information for us, right? Disseminate it for us. Make sure your homeboys know how school is being kept. Yeah? I mean, after all, we don't make rules, we just make sure you know where they are. Yeah? You can ignore reality all you want, but you cannot ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. So you might be getting a little piece of half-day sex, and that mean that you ignore that. Yeah? She gets on. She call you when she feel like she don't really check in like that. She don't touch base to see how you doing. And you find that you're the person reaching out all the time. Hey, we're going on babe, how things. You know what I mean?
Good morning, good morning.
Glorious.
Shout out Jennifer, man. I was literally Jennifer. I appreciate your post every day, right? Why is gonna laugh? Because it's like the men out here, boy. Because they know you're doing it. You're doing it from a genuine space. Some men just doing it for the guts. Sorry, the conky.
The guts. Grand and glorious rated. Wait, you be a queen. You're reaching out every day. Every morning. It's just one-way traffic in terms of how the interactions are going. Right? And you train. As my mom Ramel said a couple of weeks ago, last week, before my voice. No, I train with she. She's my girl. I train with she.
My personal girl.
She train with you. Yeah. So you can ignore the reality all you want, but you will not ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. Because when courts call, and they do.
And they do.
You me. They do call.
Yep.
You know, let me take a second here to digress about courts, right? So, the way courts would call me, right?
Mr. Marshall.
The cabinet here tonight. You would think that I don't pay courts on things. You would think so, you know. Courts actually, on more than one occasion, called me to find out if I was going to pay my bill. This is after months
of pay the bill.
On time. They called me to ensure that they would pay. And yes, I will be paying as usual. Yeah. So yeah, that's my tangent on courts. I'll be rid of them, at least temporarily, in the next couple of days, right?
Mm-hmm.
So fellas, you can ignore reality all you want. You can't ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. Yeah, we don't make any rules, we just make sure you know where they are. Like, share, comment, subscribe, guys. Hit the notification bell to ensure that you get all the content we got coming for you guys. We got a short coming to you tomorrow morning. right? Well,
Mhm.
tomorrow, something.
Tomorrow morning, because they almost finish it. So
All right. So
yeah.
we're looking at 11, Neil.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think something around there. Look pretty
yeah.
sharp.
Mm-hmm.
And again, share that because we need to get this information out, right? Again, we don't make it the rules, just make sure you know what they are. Yeah. Be the best version of you for you, and we will see you guys again. Today's what, Tuesday? We'll see you again on Thursday. We can talk things again on Thursday. So be here again for that live stream. We'll see you again.
The contaminated environment. You know two about that?
Later, people.
See you later.